Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a pizza video, and this is basically a homemade pizza with some white pizza sauce. And if you guys are ready, then let's get started. So to get started, guys, you are going to need a bowl, and in that bowl you're going to add 1 cup of water. And the next thing that you are going to add is 1 teaspoon of white sugar, and then 1.5 teaspoon of yeast. So you're going to go ahead and mix it all together. So after mixing, we are going to go ahead and set everything aside. So the next thing that we are going to do is move on to adding everything together. But before we do that, I just wanted to show you guys what kind of flour I'm using. So this is the type of flour that I'm using, and it's from Amazon.com. I'm going to leave everything in the description below if you guys need anything. So now we are going to go ahead and move on to making our pizza. So in my stand mixer, I'm adding 2 cups of flour, and I'm going to go ahead and season it with my garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, paprika, and a little bit of salt. And then after that, we are going to go ahead and start mixing it together. So I'm going to let the stand mixer mix at a speed of 2. And then after that, we are going to go ahead and start adding our liquids. So you want to pour everything in there and just let it continue mixing by itself. So we are going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of water and 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, because I didn't have my olive oil. So if you have olive oil, you can go ahead and add olive oil in there. So after adding all our wet ingredients, I went ahead and let it stir for a little bit, and then after that I was done. In my hands, I went ahead and added some olive oil so that the flour dough would not stick to my hands. So now we are going to go ahead and try to play with the dough for a little bit in my hands. So after kneading for a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and put it back in my stand mixer bowl, and I added some oil in there. And then I'm going to spray some more oil on top. And then you want to go ahead and just cover it up with, a towel. And then after that, whenever we're ready, maybe for about an hour or so. So the next thing that I did right now over here is I started cutting my vegetables. So I'm cutting a whole jalapeno. I took out all the seeds in the jalapenos. And then over there, I have some mushrooms, as you guys can see. And then I also have some garlic. So we are just going to go ahead and dice. So for everything that I'm using in this video, guys, I'm going to leave them in the description below. So the last ingredient that we are going to cut is our yellow onion, as you guys can see over here. So now everything is done. We are going to move on to cooking our white sauce, the pizza sauce. So in the pan, I am cooking at medium-low heat, and I added some butter, and I'm going to go ahead and add in some onion and garlic. So I'm leaving the jalapeno alone because I just wanted to eat them as, a garnish. You don't have to put them in there. So I went ahead and stir fry them for about 2 minutes, and I added some garlic powder, some onion powder, and then we are going to go ahead and continue stirring. And then the next thing I'm going to do is add in some salt for taste. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in some heavy cream after stirring for a little bit. So this part should take about 5 minutes to cook, not too long. You just want to make sure that your liquids, your sauce is a little bit thicker. So I added in some cheese, and that's mozzarella cheese. So I let it cook for just a little bit until it's thick. So now that our sauce is ready, we're gonna move on to our flour dough and see if it's puffed. It's puffed enough. So over here, we're just gonna go ahead and add a little flour so we can roll our pizza dough nicely. So for these parts, I wanted to make about 4 small individual pieces of pizza. But I ended up getting a little bit tired, so I just went ahead and made 2 pizzas. So as you guys can see, this makes about 4 small pizzas. So after cutting like this, you want to go ahead and try your best to stretch them. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to look like, a circle, however you want it, because, we're not professional over here, but we like to eat good food. So we try our best, to improve our recipe. So over here, I'm using a rolling pin to make my flour dough stretch a little bit. And I think that looks perfect. So I went ahead and took my pizza pan and sprayed some olive oil on there. And I'm gonna go ahead and lay my pizza dough on the pan. So guys, one thing I noticed about my sauce was that I had too much sauce on my pizza. So you need to make sure that you just put enough sauce for the pizza. So over there, I went ahead and sprayed and then added some pizza sauce. So you want to make sure that you don't add too much pizza sauce, because I think I added too much pizza sauce on my pizza when I was trying to cook it. You have to gauge a little bit. Rather than that, this was the best tasting pizza that I ever made, homemade pizza, okay? It was really good. That's the reason why I'm sharing this video, even though my sauce was too much. I think it was worth sharing. So on top of that, we're gonna go ahead and add in our mushrooms. You can add whatever ingredients you want on your pizza. The whole focus is the sauce. The sauce made it so good. And on top of that, I topped it with some mozzarella cheese. So after adding our cheese, we are going to go ahead and bake it at 375 for about 15 minutes. So over here, I'm just showing you guys that I did not use the whole pizza dough. So the rest, I'm going to put it in the fridge for next time. So over here, guys, this is how our pizza looks like. It was so delicious, guys. Like I said, the sauce was a little extra, but rather than that, it was so good. I hope you guys enjoy this video and try this homemade pizza at home. And I just want to say thank you for those who are subscribing, for those who are watching this channel. I will see you guys next time when I make something new. Bye. Bon appetit.